Bell rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Tuesday the 13th of the 7th, 2021. Time is just coming up to 0455, nearly 0500 GMT. Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime North American session. Right, Monday the 12th, and yesterday we had a negative opposed driver in the yen at minus 52. Front and back door flows mainly going into the dollar at plus 50, into the pound at plus 8, and the euro was the negative rock at minus 6, activity plus or minus 58. Excuse me. Remember last week we had yen strength as the driver over the week, but Friday, the last day of the week, the yen was complex was starting to come off. Excuse me again. Right, so intra-week then so far we've got a negative unopposed driver in the yen at minus 84, no backdoor flows, the opposing positive flows going mainly into the pound plus 48, into the euro at plus 21, and the dollar is the positive rock at plus 15, activity plus or minus 84. Intraday then, this is the from Monday to about 15 minutes ago, it's the Asian session. We've got positive opposed driver in the pound at plus 48, front and back door flows mainly coming out, the dollar minus 36 out, the yen at minus 26, and the euro is the positive rock at plus 14, activity plus or minus 62. So last week we had yen strength, Friday it started to come off. You can see that the yen yesterday was the negative opposed driver, and it's now the negative unopposed driver. So yen is really losing ground. Right, what's going to knock it about, or has knocked it about? We've had the China trade balance, which came in positive, exports and imports in the green basically. German CPI today, US CPI, and Wednesday we've got the start of the rates decisions. We've got New Zealand rates decision and the CAD rates decision, and Friday the 16th we've got the JPY rates decision. Right, so let's have a look at the flows. Our trades have come back a bit. They're about plus 2,300 now from 2,900 from a peak of 6,500. Right, so and a swing of about 7,500. So anyway, let's have a look at this. Right, the euro in the Asian session is strong, except against the pound, the AUD and the NZD, which are stronger. The yen is weak across the board. The pound is strong, except against the AUD and the NZD. The Swiss is weak, except against the yen and the CAD. The CAD is weak, except against the yen and the dollar. The AUD is strong, except against the NZD. The NZD is strong across the board, and the dollar is weak, except against the yen. So you can see you've got yen weakness, which is what we've been talking about, and you've got New Zealand strength. Bear in mind tomorrow's the rates decision, and you can see that we've got a sort of a risk-on feel to it. We've got yen weakness, dollar weakness, and commodity currencies on the up, apart from marginally the CAD. Right, so let's have a look at the asset flows. Then get going on the analysis. So start with the US dollar index. So US dollar index, basically, what's that been doing? It broke and it's now below there. So it's 0.22 from the high. So the dollar's come off a fair bit from its highs. Gold Gold's got that sort of look. It's 0.43 from the high. Gold looks like it's going to have a good pump up shortly. Oil, remember, had this big break. Came back and it's starting to go back up again. It's 0.20 from the high. Wall Street's got this this look about it. It's pretty much at the highs now. The S&P. The S&P it broke, it came back, and it's now above the highs, and the tech. Basically it's above, the tech and the S&P are steaming, and Wall Street is actually Dow is actually at its previous maximum high. So equities are strong. What else we got? US 10-year. Basically we've got the price came up, which means yields have come off. And now the price is coming back down a little bit. It's 0.26 from the high. So yields are relatively weak, but they've come back a bit on the US. And the Bund, which is the European equivalent, has got this sort of look to it. It broke. It's come back and it's just slightly below the previous resistance high. So I mean, this is the price. So yields are coming up both in Europe and the US marginally, but they're soft generally. Copper. If you want to know why trading's been difficult recently, just look at the daily on copper. It looks like an oscilloscope for somebody who's just been run over by a tram. Basically it's 0.28 from the high now, so it's come back, but it's been trading very erratically. US steel likewise is 0.45 from the floor, so soft but nearly half marks. Right, so let's just get rid of this and make some final comments. As I say, our trades have come back a little bit. We are shorting the NZD, which is a tough old game, but we're there and we're happy with it. Right, so we're short USD dollar against euro, pound, AUD, and we're short NZD against euro, pound, CAD, AUD. Right, so you've got that rates decision coming out, you've got the CAD's rates decision, and you've got the JPY rates decision firing out. You've got CPI data coming out for the dollar, and German CPI, not the euro around this morning. So what do we think is going to happen? Well, if you notice that the yen, where are we? The yen is now the unopposed negative driver. We've got equities at their highs. It looks like, and we've got a general feel of risk on flows, because we've got the yen and the Swiss soft, the dollar soft, and commodity currencies on the up. So it looks like we're going to have a further ramp up in equities, a yen transmission, yen heading, a weak yen basically, if I could speak properly, a weak yen, and it looks like the pound is going to be one of the benefits. So the pound yen quite possibly is going to be a good one to be long, once it's, but obviously that's quite a volatile pair. How volatile is my FX pair? There's a video on that if you're interested in individual pairs. Anyway, that's a sidetrack. The AUD NZD, which is our personal favourite pain in the neck, we want to be long that, but it could well have a pump down to the lows before it gets going. Anyway, hope that was useful. See you tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thanks for watching.